I want to talk about Scrubs.
No.
What?
No Scrubs. Get it?
So, as you know, Scrubs is one of my comfort shows.
Yeah.
I was watching the new season. The revival premiered to the best streaming audience for any comedy episode in more than a year for ABC. There was 11.36 total cross-platform viewers in its first 5 days per Disney. So, I don't know what those numbers mean, but I'm glad that it seems that it did very well because you know that Scrubs is one of my comfort shows. And when I was watching it, Dr. Bald came in and said, "Oh no." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Are you okay?" And I didn't realize, I hadn't put two and two together. I do have certain comfort shows for certain occasions. Like when I'm feeling nostalgic or when I'm like missing my long distance besties, I throw on How I Met Your Mother. Apparently, when I watch Scrubs, shit's bad. And so when he came home and I was watching the new season, he didn't take a good look at the new facelifts and the new veneers we're working with. So he thought it was the old one and he thought something bad was going down. But luckily, no, just a new delightful spin on an old show.
Great. And they do a good job of making it new and old?
So far.
Okay.
So far, thank you, universe. It's everything I wanted and more. I was so burned from that last season that they presented us that heap of garbage they tried to present as a meal and shove down our throats. I was scorned and I was worried. And it's a delicate dance when you're trying to play into nostalgia, but also have to acknowledge that like the world is a different place than when it first premiered. Very rarely do we get a true good revival and reboot. But they are doing a good job of like hitting the reset button a little bit. So without any spoilers, because this all takes place literally in the first episode, but like JD and Elliot have gotten a divorce. So they are back to having that weird will they, won't they energy. There's cameos that pop up, but there's like a natural reason for JD to be coming back into the hospital, but he hasn't been there the whole time. So there's like new things. Vanessa Bayer is a new character. She's the HR representative. And so when they do the nods and the winks to some of the problematic shit that would go down in previous seasons, now we have her saying, "Stop and think," which is hilarious. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling cautiously optimistic about it. I do think that once again, I'm begging Hollywood, stop with the veneers. Stop with the veneers, because that, if I could give one piece of feedback, I had already seen Turk's veneers. I mean, rivaled only by one Carl Radke, the cake eater. But even Zach Braff, I'm like, how are you going to deliver a line with all those dominoes in your mouth, sir?
I think there are good veneers. Maybe not these men, but there are good veneers out there. I don't have a problem with veneers. As someone who's hated my teeth almost my whole life, get them. If you want them, get them. But make sure they're good ones.
I think good veneers you don't talk about because you don't even necessarily, unless you knew the person before, you shouldn't be able to clock veneers.
Agreed.
It should be like, as Dorinda Medley once said, wealth whispers, veneers should whisper.
She got a lot of nerve saying that.
Money talks, wealth whispers is what she said. And she didn't say anything about slurring or yelling or screaming or terrorizing poor Ron on Traders. But I think veneers should be a part of your face and not an accent wall. So that's all.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.